able to govern artificial intelligence and not let it govern us. So the type of artificial intelligence frameworks that we develop, they should be those that serve the interest of humans, that serve us, that do not violate our international rights. Thank you, guys, and welcome back to this episode of the Data Insights podcast. Today, I'm joined with my co-host, Sevia Loco. Good morning, Mr. Sevia.
Good morning, Paul. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Welcome.
I'm looking forward to what you have for us today.
So, Mr. Sevia, today I'm a bit fascinated. I want us to look into the resolution that UN General Assembly adopted in March this year. That is the resolution on governance of artificial intelligence.
Okay.
I believe you've had conversations surrounding this.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I don't know so far what your take could be on that, because the resolution focused on ensuring that we have safe, secure, and trustworthy artificial intelligence. What's your understanding of this?
Okay. Thank you so much, Paul. So first, before even I look at what I understand as pertains to the UN General Assembly resolution on artificial intelligence, first I can say that this is timely. And if you look at the focus of UN General Assembly is on security, the issues of trust, and so on. So what that one means is that because artificial intelligence mostly it works with regards to data, and also what we are seeing is that we have tendencies of information and misinformation, data security concerns amid many other concerns that are raising.
So actually, let me just interject you. When you say it works, so it means that the basis of artificial intelligence is actually data.
Exactly. And you see what is happening is that nowadays we have a lot of information sharing, like a lot of our information is collected by social media platforms, for which in most cases we are not properly informed on how and where the information is going to be used.
So and how it is going to be processed and for what
exactly.
purposes.
And I believe that has been a major concern of UN, and mostly with regards to artificial intelligence, because we need to be very clear that yes, it is something that is going to work and bring a lot of benefits, but as well, are we, like, is our information, our data, and so on secure?
Secure.
Exactly.
So, Mr. Sylvian, having talked about the data privacy concerns and the safety issues that are related to the data that is being collected on the social media, if you look at the resolution, it actually focuses on ensuring that we develop artificial intelligence systems that are safe to use.
Exactly.
So there's one thing that actually noted. Yes, the resolution aims at developing that, but there are no specific guidelines and frameworks on how this can be attained. Don't you think that is that is kind of a setback?
Yeah, I can say it is a setback, but you see, this field of AI and data is evolving at a very high pace. And I believe that also, like, what the resolution looks at is that, yes, you see, in some part of the resolution, they acknowledge that this is an evolving field, and therefore there's need for continuous improvement and so on. So yes, it is something that I believe what needs to be done. Now, individual jurisdiction countries should be mandated to ensure that there is a proper public awareness, first of all, on the issues of data privacy and governance. At the same time, the professionals within the data sector should also be educated, like on the issues of data privacy, and therefore there's need to ensure that all these professionals are aware on both the consumers and those people handling the data on the importance. So it is an ongoing process. I can say yes, it is a setback, but you see now challenges have to be there. But this, I believe, is an ongoing process. There's room for more discussions and continuous improvement.
About that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, because of course, if you listen to the U.S. ambassador to UN when she was presenting on that, she made a very key comment on that. She said that we should develop we should be able to govern artificial intelligence and not let it govern us. So the type of artificial intelligence frameworks that we develop, they should be those that serve the interest of humans, that serve us, that do not violate our international rights, our human rights.
Exactly.
So I don't know whether we'll be in a position to achieve these, because right now the resolution, yes, it outlines that, but it does not give specific guidelines on how these can be achieved. If you look at if I tend to divide the resolution into three categories, because it focuses on secure, it also focuses on safe, and it focuses on trustworthy.
Exactly.
Trustworthy. So when you talk of this, the trustworthy bit, I think this is the bit you're talking about, where there's transparency.
Exactly.
There's transparency and reliability on how the data is collected, how the algorithms that are used to develop that particular AI system works. But again, when we come to secure, this now we talk of artificial intelligence systems that cannot be manipulated.
Exactly.
They cannot be say because let's look, for instance, we are saying that artificial intelligence can propel us towards achievement of the SDGs.
SDGs, yeah.
Yes, for instance, in the healthcare sector, an artificial system that can help you maybe diagnose a particular genetic disease
and so on,
can also be used to develop a biological weapon. Don't forget that.
Yeah, exactly.
So how do we ensure that such artificial systems are secure, they are not manipulated, or they do not land into the hands of those who can manipulate them?
Okay, so I think the most crucial thing is that is to ensure that we abide by the international laws that have provided legal frameworks for diverse countries, individuals, the private sector, to be able to follow specific guidelines in order to ensure that that is achieved. As you have said that, yes, people can manipulate this artificial intelligence to come up with some kind of biological wars and so on. And if you look at the resolution specifically, they were talking that this artificial intelligence should not be used in a non-military perspective. Meaning that those countries, perhaps the superpowers and so on, should not manipulate it to take advantage of the rest and use as a weapon of law. So I believe the crucial thing is that
actually you have talked of a very important point.
Yes.
The resolution talks of the AI systems not being used in a military way.
Yeah.
It outlines that. But the shortcoming is that it does not clarify what will happen in case it is used in that case. When that is violated, what next? I think that is where the resolution fails, actually.
Exactly. If you look at the resolution itself, it tries to just, as I said previously, that yes, it gives some kind of guidelines. First, to ensure that, yes, they acknowledge that artificial intelligence is a very good technology to ensure that the Sustainable Development Goals and the UN 2030 agenda is achieved. But at the same time, further, they acknowledge that in the resolution that this is a developing field. And that's why also they talked about the issue of, they believe that artificial intelligence is not going to work without data. And there's a place they mentioned that there's need for, they acknowledge the need for data sharing, international data sharing, and so on. Yes, the resolution has some kind of loopholes, but what I can say is that this is just the beginning. I'm expecting a lot of developments going forward in terms of because sometimes you need to get started before now you get actually to try to um, um, put the resolution in a way that works best and achieves the initial or what you call the intended purpose.
Yeah, actually,
Exactly.
actually, we agree that these are based. This is the first
An
best
ongoing-
step because
Yeah.
it is actually the first resolution of its kind.
Yes,
Remember,
exactly.
it was adopted on consensus, meaning all the 193 countries actually supported it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, thank you, Mr. Xavier.
Yes.
I think this has been a wonderful conversation.
Yes, sure. So it has been a good conversation, but let us also continue monitoring how artificial intelligence is going to assist us in achieving the sustainable development goals. And of course, focusing on the three crucial aspects that the UN has emphasized on the security, the issue of trust, and also the issue of safety. Yeah, those are the fundamental aspect of AI. So we will keep on looking at what is going to come in, how other experts are going to look into it. But it is a good framework, like for many organizations, because what is happening is that even the resolution allows specific countries to now, it gives them the power and the autonomy to be able to come with their own now guidelines on implementation of artificial intelligence to ensure that we have the issues like the digital divide that have been existing in our society, whereby some countries, some individuals are more privileged in access to certain technology as compared to
actually,
the
if you
rest.
compare say the third world or the African countries and the developed countries,
Exactly.
you find that there's a very huge divide.
Yeah, there's a very huge, and they were talking about like how are we going to mobilize resources in terms of financial resources, in terms of expertise, and so on,
and in terms of capacity.
Yeah, to be able to support this. But let us continue monitoring and see how it goes. But yeah, but it's a good resolution.
It's okay. I think we'll have a conversation on this next time again, so that we can delve deeper into the three aspects of the resolution that you mentioned. That is the safety, security, and trustworthiness. And then also see how the resolution, how the use of AI can propel us towards achieving the SDGs.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for joining us today. Please, if you have not subscribed, hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss such episodes in the future. Thank you guys.